I was very impressed with the crowd. I thought that was an amazing environment on the road for us, and to be able to show up and see the stands filled 90 minutes before the game, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that. I'm sad that we didn't put a better product on the floor for them. But again, I think it was a great day. I think that, again, shout out to our fan base. It's the best in the country, and they continue to prove that year after year.
Naya, just what do you think the difference was between that first and second half?
First half, I feel like we didn't have any energy. It was very slow, but coming in second half, coming from the locker room to the court, we knew we had to pick up our energy and just, do what we been doing, like what we needed to do at the get-go.
Was there anything in specific that changed in the locker room that you could pinpoint that kind of jump-started that second half?
Just knowing that what it was in first half wasn't us, so we need to come out in the second half and pick it up.
Hey, Coach, my name's Logan Whaley. I'm over at the local TV station in Bridgeport. Just with this game and the significance of this game, now that it's over, now that it's happened, you talked about the crowd. To be able to honor someone like Betty Giles and someone like Pat Summit, just how much does that mean to you, and especially just the school that Pat had such an impact?
I think it's really important. Pat obviously has her hands in everything orange, everything that involves our program and our university, and quite frankly the entire state. And you can see that when you come here. You can see that when you travel anywhere. But to be able to do it back here on a floor that is named after her, where she really got her start, I think that is a tribute that needed to be paid. And you don't see it a lot in the sport. But again, it's a game I'll never forget, just the way people showed up to watch the game.
Kim, you talked about getting off to a fast start again, and that didn't happen today. Just how disappointed are you in that? What do you need to do to make sure that doesn't happen?
Yeah, I think we just have to, kind of to piggyback off what Naya said, is they just have to do it. That we play an effort-based system, and if you go out there and you don't give effort, you're going to look silly, and that's what happened for the first two quarters. Is you can't do this if you're not going to play hard. It is really all dedicated to playing hard, flying around, playing together, and we don't have that right now.
Do you feel like you did a better job flying around in the second half?
I do. I think that there were some moments where we had two or three girls on the floor for a loose ball. I think there were at least 2 or 3 possessions where we got multiple offensive rebounds and then ended up scoring. We played the way we needed to play in the second half. It still wasn't great. I think there was a lot of walking around on defense. Way too many turnovers on our end. Just not seeing the right gaps, not communicating with each other.
Jada has really become a reliable option in this offense. Just how impressive has it been for her, 3 games into her college career, to be able to be in this position? And what do you need from her?
Yeah, I think we need her to slow down a little bit. She's turning the ball over a hair too much, but they're all mistakes going too fast, and I think you can work with that. And she's a big part of our team, and she was a huge part of our team tonight.
Were there any difficulties of going against such an undersized lineup, and how were you able to kind of cut back on some of the threes that you were able to make in the first half and the second?
Yeah, we just had to get out there, and when you play smaller teams, you have to be prepared for them to shoot more threes, just because it's more difficult for them to score inside. But they did a really good job. They're patient, they're disciplined, they run their offense. They were able to get us in the air and then go score. They were able to get us to foul them at the rim. I didn't really see them have much difficulty scoring anywhere.
You mentioned on Friday that you weren't happy with some of the looks that you were taking from 3. Do you feel like you did a better job tonight?
I do feel like we did a better job tonight, especially in the second half with our threes. I still think our offense is not anywhere close where it needs to be. It's almost non-existent. We were trying to get paint touches. I do think if I go back and watch the film, maybe that's where the turnovers were coming, is maybe we were trying to get too deep. I don't think we jacked as many bad ones as we had.
Jack, Naya, just how are 3 games into this, how are you finding the new system going, and just how do you think you've been able to take this step forward today?
No, it feels great. Just knowing I have teammates around me that can actually do something on the court. So, for me, it's getting my teammates involved more. Not settling, coming from where I came from, coming here, knowing that I have more options than not just me. But this system is going to be great for me.
Was there any positive takeaways you had from today?
I think we had some players that got on the floor and played hard. And the players that finished the game for us were the ones that were playing hard, and I think we can show that on the film. And then, yeah, sometimes a negative is a positive. if you come in here and you blow this team out and you don't get anything from the film, anything from the tape, and something will sneak up on you down the road. That's why we play in a hard schedule. That's why we're here on the road in our third game, where we're trying to find out who we are early so we don't have to find it out late. And so we are still finding that out, and anytime you can find that out in November, it's significantly better than January.
Thank you.
I have one more. Were you surprised at all by the amount of Tennessee fans out here on the west side and just like the way that they were willing to come out and kind of show love?
That might be a question for Naya. I learned that last year. I learned it last year that we have Tennessee fans any and everywhere, and we'll go other places, not even in the state, and it'll feel like the home team for us. And I think you can't really explain that to people until they see it. So I don't know if you want to say anything.
No, yeah, I was surprised just to see the amount of fans that were actually here for this game. I wasn't expecting it at all. You know, coming in off the bus, coming to the court, it's already filled. So I was surprised.